In so much trouble.
I told you, the game's over!
There are a couple things in credit that are common sense or that most people understand, but this topic we'll be going through today is not one of them. This is something that most people don't know, professional or just the public, and it affects your credit just as much as paying your bills on time, if not more. And so what I wanted to do is make sure that you really understood what I'm going through, so I decided to do kind of an object lesson. We're going to use this kilowatt meter, which is measuring the wattage of these electrical devices, but for the purposes of today, this is going to be measuring your credit score, and each device is going to be a different credit account, so a credit card, line of credit, or loan. All been established for different times, and the point or the purpose of all this is to show you exactly what happens when you cancel, close, or pay off any type of account. So for the first example, the cell phone account, maybe not as important as some of the other credit accounts to the banks and lenders, doesn't affect your score as much, but this is also a newer account, so doesn't do too much damage. Unplug or cancel, close, pay off the account. So once it's closed, the account is canceled. This is now old news to the banks or to the credit scoring system, and now it will no longer be affecting the credit score, as you can see. Now the gaming device would be pretty much the same, maybe a little different. It all depends on the circumstances of everything. But by unplugging this, you're not going to see too much of a difference once again. As you can tell, when you pay off, unplug, or cancel any of these accounts that haven't been around for that long, the effect to your credit score does lower, but not that much. But I'll show you exactly what happens when you cancel or pay off one of your longest established accounts. As you can see from my amazing example, there's a huge dramatic effect that can happen to your credit score when you close or cancel an account. The longer that account has been established, the more effect it will have to the credit score. Equifax and TransUnion look at a cell phone or an account that's been established for maybe a few months or possibly even a year as not very important. They look at an account, a credit card, line of credit, or loan that has been established for 5+ years as a huge contributor to how you deal with your credit. It's been through the good times, the bad times, the times that you forget, the times that you just miss it because you were on holidays, whatever the case may be. That is better a reflection of your risk in Equifax and TransUnion's opinion than some account that you've had open for just a few months. And so if you close that account or cancel it or it's inactive in any way, then at that point, now they're looking at what else do you have other than this account that you've now closed, which is where the damage and problems come from. So you want to make sure that you subscribe either directly to Credit TV on the YouTube channel or also to credittv.ca. Make sure that you check out the other videos that are coming up, because then you will understand ways to avoid the situation and make sure that you don't get caught unaware going forward. One of the ways that we could show how canceling your credit affects your credit score, we could take each kid and pretend they're a different type of credit account. So the oldest, being around the longest, would be the most valuable, and the one that's been around for the least, that would be the least valuable. So if we were going to get rid of any of these, we'd get rid of the youngest. Maybe adoption? Who knows?
Okay, Richard, once again, you took it too far.